Hi and welcome to our demonstration of our science experiment. I'm going to show you what I did. Some of it's quite hard to see, but I'll talk you through it, and then when you have a go you'll see it really clearly for yourself. And at the end I'll explain how I recorded my results. So the first thing I want to show you is the very simple experiment, which is seeing how light refracts, seeing refraction in a glass of water with just a pencil. So it's easiest for you to see if I use this glass, which is, most of you probably won't have one of these. This is a vase, and it's basically a cuboid shape. And if I put the pencil in it and you look at it, you can see really clearly that it looks like it's been cut in half. So if we look at it, they look like the bottom bit looks like it's coming out of the water in a different place to the top bit. And that is refraction. That is the light bending as it goes through the translucent or transparent, the see-through glass. So that's a very easy refraction experiment that you can do with any clear container. And then I've got quite a few different glasses that I've put together. So I've got that one, which is cuboid, rectangular shaped. I've got this one, which is smooth sides. It's a pure cylinder. I've got a bottle, an old bottle that I filled up with water. And I've got this glass, which has an angled side. So it's got lots of different angles around it. It's not smooth, it's quite straight shapes down the side. You could use, these are just jam jars. So jars from all kinds of food comes in glass jars. Be a bit careful with glasses, don't play with them on your own. Make sure there's an adult supervising you, because if you drop them on a hard floor they will break and they're quite easy to cut yourself on. But if you're careful, they should be very safe. So that's the first thing I need, is my glasses with water in, and then I need a picture. And the simplest one is to do two arrows going in different directions. So I can see the top arrow is going that way and the bottom arrow is going that way. Now, this is a bit tricky, but I will try to get it so that you can look through the glass and see the arrows. And can you see that the bottom arrow is pointing towards me and the top arrow is pointing away from me? But if I pull the water down, the top arrow is pointing at me and the bottom arrow is pointing away. And that was the refraction. That's what the refraction did. It made the image look as if it had turned round through the glass. So I did, because I like to do a proper job of recording my results, I did a simple, this is called a table, and a table has columns going down and rows going across. So my first column is the shape of my glass. So I've got my cylinder, my cuboid, my angled glass and my bottle. And the next column is my prediction. A prediction is a scientific guess. It's not a random guess. I'm not just saying the first thing that came into my head. It's a really thoughtful, quite clever guess. So I think I predicted that the cylinder, the image would flip, that the cuboid isn't curved, so I don't think that's going to flip. I predicted that this angled one is quite circular and it will probably flip. And I predicted that this bottle with all the different lines on, it probably wouldn't flip. So those were my predictions. And then my results were not exactly what I expected. So yes, the cylinder flipped, the cuboid, oh, I've got the wrong data there, goodness me. The cuboid didn't flip, But the angle didn't flip either. And I think it's because these bits are quite straight. So you're just looking straight through them and the light isn't bending as much as if it's curved. And then what really surprised me, this bottle, even though it's got loads of lines on it, of course, it's got quite a lot of curved shapes. So if I put the arrows behind the curves, and that'll be really hard for you to see, but the arrows do turn round. So that was my results, and I could write about what I did, how I set it up, and what I learnt. And we would love you to have a go. The easy level is just one drawing, one glass, just do it. Maybe take a photograph of you doing it. That's the first level. The next level is to try and find more than one kind of glass and test it, or try different drawings and work out which drawings work, and either send us a photograph or some writing about that. And then the third level is to do your own recording on a table and maybe to write a few sentences about your conclusions, about what you learned from doing your science experiment. We hope you really enjoy it and we can't wait to see your results.